Yo, what is up? And today we're going to be discussing the strength of Boruto as I promised from the last video, so sit tight and get ready for some inverse scaling. Before we begin, I want to remind you all to hit that like and subscribe button so that this video gets pushed further into the algorithm, and also so you get notifications when I upload. If you want more videos on the How Strong Is series, be sure to comment which character you want me to do next. I appreciate all your support on the road to 1K, so without any further ado, I bring you the question: how strong is Timeskip Boruto? To start this video off, I want to make the disclaimer that this will simply be inverse scaling and not a full power scaling video. What that means is I won't be scaling Boruto to star or solar system level or any tier system. My reasoning for this is I find the Boruto scaling to be frankly convoluted, mainly because of the reliance on AP feats and relative scaling rather than the manga actually showing any destructive capability. I already know the reason for this and I don't have any gripes with it in storytelling wise, but for the sake of my own sanity, I'm just going to scale inverse compared to the Naruto and Boruto high tiers. So for strength, we don't get that many strength scaling feats for TS Boruto until he fights Code in chapter 3. Note that this is a Code who has his limiters removed, who is stated to be stronger than Jigen by Amato. To jog your memory, Jigen is the same dude who bodied Naruto and Sasuke at full power with relatively minimum effort in the manga. It was slightly more of a fight in the anime. It's safe to say that no limiters Code is stronger than Jigen in pretty much all aspects, strength, speed, etc. Only thing maybe being hacks, I don't know. But both Damon and Amato have confirmed this. There isn't really any counter arguments for it. In Boruto Tubu Vortex Chapter 3, Boruto intercepts and reacts relative to no limiter Code on multiple occasions. Note that during this fight, Boruto doesn't even activate the Karma once. This implies that base Timeskip Boruto should be able to defeat Naruto and Sasuke at their primes. I know there are a couple ways to measure Boruto's speed with the recent chapters. As previously stated, Boruto is relative to no limiter Code, who should be stronger and faster than Jigen, who's faster than Naruto and Sasuke, who are massively faster than Light. With Boruto being relative to Code, he should be able to be FTL and reactionary speed and combat speed. As for travel speed, we don't have that much feats. We know he's his Flying Thunder God, which is instantaneous. So yeah, Boruto also has a Flying Thunder God technique, an ability that allows the user to move at instantaneous speed. However, this requires the usage of a seal to be placed on an object. In Boruto's case, he uses the pins on his cloak. Boruto is shown to use Flying Thunder God to escape the Shinju when in trouble, who were able to pressure and overwhelm him even though he wasn't base. Boruto himself mentions he's not as skilled with the technique as Minato, but this most likely refers to him needing to gather chakra for a bit longer to initiate the technique, rather than the actual speed of the technique being inhibited. It's also worth mentioning that Boruto is using the technique to teleport through dimensions rather than from just point A to B like Minato or Tobirama usually does. For abilities, Boruto is frankly taxed out to the max. As a child, he created multiple variations of the Rasengan: Compression Rasengan, which is Rasengan condensed to a small point to deal higher damage; Super High Compression Rasengan, a Rasengan he would need support to activate, but works on a greater scale than the normal Compression Rasengan; Vanishing Rasengan, a ranged Rasengan that vanishes; Wind-Style Rasengan, a Rasengan similar to Naruto's Wind-Style Rasengan during the creation of the Wind-Style Rasengan Shuriken, although it is green; and of course, the Rasengan, Momoshiki's Rasengan Bullet technique. Though we don't know if Boruto can use this last technique on his own yet without Momoshiki possessing him. Boruto can also use Rasengan Uzuhiko, a Rasengan ability that swirls around the opponent, causing them to feel the force of a planet's rotation until the ability is rescinded by Boruto, or else they die as a result within a couple days. Boruto can also utilize the water, wind, and lightning chakra natures, and is able to procure water amounts on the level of a Kage at 12 years old. Boruto can also adequately combine chakra natures, a feat that requires very high chakra control. His special technique, the Boruto Stream, allows him to move at super high speeds, which combines the wind and lightning chakra release along with shadow clones. Boruto has also used the Purple Lightning / Shinden technique, a very strong form of lightning release developed by Kakashi Hatake after the 4th Great Ninja War. He can also use the Shadow Clone technique. As a child, he was only able to make up to 4, however with the time skip we may be able to see Boruto create even more shadow clones. All of these abilities should have increased with power over the 3-year time skip, along with the full ossification of Boruto's body. Of course, we can't talk about Boruto's abilities without mentioning the Karma. The Karma gives him the ability to absorb ninjutsu and a chakra-based technique. It also boosts its all-around stats, including ninjutsu, taijutsu, and so on. When Boruto activated the Karma, he was able to perform a big ball, or massive Rasengan, something Kakashi stated earlier that he wouldn't be able to do. This means that the activation of Karma likely deepens the user's chakra pool alongside the previous aforementioned stat increases. With Momoshiki, Boruto has the abilities to precognition and being able to see the future. Momoshiki is able to assist Boruto by telling him what attack is coming next and when to move, as seen when Boruto fought Mitsuki after the Omnipotence incident. Boruto can also access the dojutsu of the Byakugan and Jogan, however he has not mastered the ability to access these at will at the time of this video. The Byakugan, as it did in Naruto, provides nigh 360 vision alongside the ability to visualize and target the chakra network. The Jogan hasn't been fully explored in the story as of yet, however we know its abilities include being able to see through dimensions and also sense negative chakra. Boruto is trained in the Gentle Fist style, a style unique to the Hyuga clan in Byakugan Kekkei Genkai, allowing him to target chakra points and deal an internal damage or durability negate opponents. And overall hand-to-hand, Boruto is also very adept, being able to keep up with high tiers such as Code when he had limiters and a fully Otsuki Kawaki. Boruto is also proficient in Kenjutsu, after being taught by Sasuke during the 3-year time skip. He's able to quickly dispatch Code's claw grinds, even causing Code to rethink the idea that Boruto is bluffing about being able to kill him. And this is the same Code that is very prideful. Boruto also uses Kenjutsu while fighting the Shinju, however only for a brief period of time. On top of all this, Boruto is shown to be very intelligent. He's constantly compared to the likes of Minato, the 4th Hokage, as opposed to his father. He learns and develops relatively quickly. In fact, he was the quickest learner of the Rasengan in just 3 days. For record, it took Naruto weeks to master, and it took Jiraiya over a month. And of course, it took Minato, the developer of the technique, years. Boruto also scored on 100% on the written exam of the Chunin exams, something that is notoriously difficult, whereas the high majority have to cheat to pass. Boruto's battle IQ is shown in fights with like Ao, where he uses his genius tactics to take down Ao's drones, or when he set up Sarada with the Chidori in the fight with Boruto, although that was anime only. He's constantly adapting to situations, and in the time skip, keeping a level head. Boruto's quick thinking and level-headedness is likely something that he picked up from his master, Sasuke Uchiha. Overall, Boruto is fairly busted. He's a ridiculously powerful mix of Shinobi Otsutsuki and will probably even grow beyond his current level in the next few volumes. It's surprising to see him compared to people like Third Eye Madara or Kaguya, when he's just ridiculously higher than them in tier. In verse, he's likely just below the likes of Daemon due to Daemon's ridiculous hacks, and on a slightly higher tier than Barry on Naruto or Ishiki when he has his Karma activated. Overall, that's just pretty much a general analysis of Boruto's abilities. He's stronger than pretty much any of your favorites in the Naruto verse. If you liked this video, leave a thumbs up. If you dislike this video, leave a dislike. Be sure to comment who you want me to do next in verse. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.